Okay, new day, new me, new car. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's all the same. But today I'm gonna get some oil in this oil pan. I'll retorque all the bolts first just to make sure I didn't miss any. Then we'll put the oil filter on, new oil, and we'll start it just to make sure nothing's leaking before I put the axle back up and all the new suspension in. Let's get started. Hey y'all, look at this. I know they say not to buy these sockets that are just like, the numbers are just kind of, I don't know, painted on. But look at this. I degreased it and the number's gone. This is a number 11. I don't even use it that much. The number 10's still there. But how annoying is that? Got no idea what it is anymore. I know you can buy more expensive ones where they're actually etched in, but they're more expensive. And these ones work. But that's annoying. All right. Mark's thoughts of the day. I'm putting off putting oil in the engine because I'm a little nervous. I've never dug this deep into an engine before, but it's time to put the oil in. Let's see if I have any leaks and if I've got to do it all over again. Let's get some oil in the engine. All right, that's the biggest funnel I got, so we'll just take this slow. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off because I got the exhaust pipe smoking where I put my hands on it and got grease all over it. So I need to do this outside. I don't see anything leaking at the moment. That makes me very happy. Alright, I'm gonna put the rest of this oil in, make sure it needs it. And we'll call this thing good. We'll work on suspension. Alright, let's get the suspension in. We're starting with the lower control arm. They say to do that with the spring off. So let's get that baby in. It does not go like that. I'll show you. I need a better camera mount. 1 second, let me go find my camera mount. Alright guys, I haven't done a head cam in a while because it's actually really difficult to aim. So we're gonna give this another shot. My bolts are rolling away. Alright, I'm gonna have to get this so I can use it. So I was using this thing as like another safety point while I was under the Jeep. Wow, that was rude of me. I am sorry. So I was using this jack as another safety point. But it's in the way now, so we're gonna get it out of here and we're gonna use that to jack up the axle to get everything to line up. Currently, the axle is supported by a very high-tech device called wood. So yeah, be careful. You guys watch it. I don't want you to get hurt. You guys watch Musty. He likes to say funny stuff like that. Also, I might be grunting a little more than usual. I am very sore from the last couple of days of laying under this thing and getting in up and down when I forget tools and stuff. So my abs are sore, my arms are sore, my shoulders sore, my back hurts, etc., etc. I know I'm not that old yet, but I ain't used to this. All right, before we tighten that up, I'm gonna get the other part in. Let's see. Oh, it's like magic. It lines up-ish. All right, you can't see anything is my guess. Let me get a different mount. Okay, I gotta keep this brief. I'm having a hard time keeping enough batteries charged, but I just got this track bar bracket installed, so this should be good for up to like a 4-inch lift, between 2 and 4. Yeah, just a little drop bar bracket. I don't need to spend the money on an adjustable track bar at the moment. That'll be a future upgrade. So this is a cheap way around it. This should work for on-road driving and not too harsh of environments. So got that installed. All right, I got some Chipotle in me. I've got a beer. Let's see if I can get this front suspension finished tonight. I'm gonna give it my best go. And then hopefully we can start on the rear tomorrow or Sunday or whenever. It's definitely taller. Hey folks, I got the front suspension done. I'm gonna call it a night. It looks good. It's definitely taller. Yeah. I measured, it's about 6-7 inches, something like that. Think I can fit bigger tires? Because I certainly do. Oh yeah. Looking good. Okay guys, that's the whole front of the Jeep done. All my leaks are fixed. Hopefully we'll find out in a few weeks, but that's also the 3-inch lift that I found at the junkyard is installed now. So she's looking good. Plenty of room for bigger tires and future upgrades. So exciting stuff. I'll start on the rear tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. All right, I got the car all turned around and ready to go for the rear. Let me tell you, I don't know how those people do it that only jack up the front. It feels weird driving like that with only the lift in the front. It's like, yeah, I don't know how they do it. Let's get started on the rear. All right, here's the stuff I got from the junkyard for this one. I've got 2 of these, Rusty's Off-Road. There's the part number, ROPXJ35-0. And then these were the shocks that were on it. I don't know much about them, but the front ones were good, so hopefully the rears are good. I'm really not sure the best way to do this, but I figure I'll start with the shock, get that out of the way. Get the sway bar disconnected probably here and get that out of the way. And then I start on the U-bolts and crack loose both of these. I know this one up here has a history of breaking. and shearing off in there. So I'm gonna probably crack that one first to know if I'll have any bigger issues. But so far this Jeep is really clean. Like, there's some rust, but there's not much rust. I don't know if you can see, this axle is still pretty much black, no rust on it. These leaves have some rust in the middle, but for the most part it just looks like they're worn out more than anything. They're not rusty, they're not breaking, they're just, you know, they just went a little flat over the years. So I don't think I'll have too much issue with these, but we're gonna find out. By the way, if you're gonna work on a Jeep and any suspension, 21 is essential. The 21 mil. I've used it both Jeeps now. Got it. All right, let's make sure I can break the back. Alright, this is one of those jobs where I'm not actually a fan of the Nitex, because they just come apart in your hands and it's all about your grip strength. Had to give you guys a little break. These GoPros get really hot in this Florida heat, and it ain't even summer yet, so we'll see what I do during the summer. I had to run to the store real quick. The leaf spring U-bolts, I only have a short 19 millimeter, and I really needed a longer one, so hopefully this one's long enough. A little deep socket there. Then I picked up a 19 and a 21 millimeter combo wrenches just to help. That'll make, like, removing where I was using the adjustable wrench, it'll make that area a lot easier to put back on. So picked up these two. I've got that bolt pretty much out. It's just there holding the spring on. I've got these all loose, and I've got that nut off. So the only thing holding it on is this right now. So once we get these off, then we should be good to drop this axle down and replace it. Oh man, who designed this crap? You can't see nothing. Look at this. You can't get the bolt out. Well, that's the first time I've not been happy with a Kurt hitch. Alright. Dang it. Alright, let me mess with this. Maybe there's a way. Alright, that's annoying. I think I can drop the shackle. That'll be the easiest to remove that. The hitch is like 6 bolts, shackle's 1, so alright, we'll give that a shot. Alright, that shackle wasn't too hard to take out. Let's flip them over. Easy peasy. Alright, let's get this thing on. Alright guys, somebody let me borrow a little floor jack. This should make this job a little bit easier. I can't get my little pump jack under the axle anymore because it's too low. I didn't jack the car up enough to begin with, I guess, but we'll make it work. So grateful for him. One day I'll buy one. But anyway, got a good podcast loaded. Let's get this suspension on. Alright guys, one note. This center pin here on this kit is a bit bigger than the old center pin, so here you can see that does not fit. So I'm gonna get the little Dremel out and see if I can make this a little bigger. I don't have any drill bits that big, so I'm just gonna hollow it out as we go here. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but should be easy to fix. All right, guys, it's getting dark outside, so before it gets too dark, I'm going to show you where I am. I got both leaf springs in. That back U-bolt is a pain, but both leaf springs are in, shackles are in. I don't really like that shackle angle, but we'll see when we actually get it set down how it looks. Might have to replace that with a little bit longer one. Let me take you to the other side. So I just got that U-bolt on just enough to hold it so I could get that side. So I got to get both U-bolts on this side and then just tightening stuff up. Might call it a night. It's about dinner time. I'm hungry. Hello again. It's been a day for me, probably a few seconds for you, but I'm gonna get this lift on or die trying today. That's the plan. I've got on my cleanest dirty shirt, you know. We're ready to go. I've got one battery charged for the GoPro. Man, it's hard to keep these batteries charged enough. And my SD card's running out of memory. I don't want to think about what that means for editing, but we're gonna get this done, and I'm gonna get a video out of it. So let's get started for today. All right, I think I've got it all back together. Sway bars on, shocks on. Springs are all loosely tightened. I'll finish tightening them on the ground. So let's get the wheels on. I'm excited. I'm not positive those are long enough. I'm gonna call that sins of the previous owner, even though it came off a different Jeep. But I pulled that off the Jeep. That shock came off the Jeep with this spring on the back. So he was running it. I'm gonna run it for now. If it doesn't work, or I think something's wrong, or they bend or whatever, the Wrangler ones I took off appear to be longer, so I'll give them a shot. And they might fit, they might not, I haven't tried yet. So that's my only worry at the moment. Everything else went on really well. Alright guys, today's the day she drives out under her own power. Just gotta get a few things out of the way. Alright, the plan is I'm going to turn it around in the driveway, let it idle, check oil, check everything, just make sure I didn't screw anything up internally, but let's get her out of here on her own power. Make sure there's still nothing left anywhere. Whew, do I have messes to clean up? Won't be too hard. I'm running low on towels. Small towels, I have plenty of big ones. I let it get a little messy. Time to clean this up, return things I've borrowed. I'm probably gonna hose down the whole garage. Spray some degreaser, some soap or something down there. We'll get this cleaned up. Looking brand new. Then I gotta figure out, I guess I can take these to a scrap yard or see if somebody will come pick them up. No big deal. That's worth a little bit of money, right? All right, I'm gonna start cleaning. This is not gonna be fun. All right, definitely gonna need an alignment. She's driving less straight than she was driving before. Brakes still work. We're doing all right. Yeah. All right. Oh man, she's taller. Look at her. Looks like she's sitting high in the back to me. She's got good oil pressure. So I didn't screw anything up when I opened the bottom end up. That's good news. No oil leaks yet. Oh yeah. Sweet, that's a success, I'd say. We'll drive her for a while and see how it goes. The shocks I put in are good. They're holding the car pretty well. It's hard to show you, but when I pull it down, it bounces and comes right back up. So yeah, no leaks I can see. We'll know for sure when I park it in the garage overnight. But heck yeah, that was awesome. Oil pressure's good. It's up to temp. Sweet. And I got my speakers working the other day, so I now have a driver speaker. I had a broken wire over there, and I had to resolder this board because this button, the passenger lock button, was broken. So now I have all my windows back. This thing's coming together. I love it. Definitely gonna need an alignment immediately. So that'll be the next thing on the list. Take this to an alignment shop, get them to align it. Did you know Firestone does lifetime alignments for the cost of basically 2 alignments? But when your car's lifted, they say, nah, we ain't gonna give you that. Because, you know, I'd totally work the system, do some work, go get an alignment, do some more work, go get an alignment. So I guess it's for good reason. Found that out on the JK when I fixed its suspension. Alright guys, I'm gonna test drive it a little bit longer, see how it handles. Thanks for joining me on this successful adventure. I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something from it. I know I'm not a how-to, but I always like to try and give my little tidbits of helpful information. But I'm gonna go drive and we'll see how this thing handles. Make sure the engine's good, make sure suspension's good before I take it too far. And yeah, thanks for joining me.